Okay, parts of a book. So the book will be analysed in today's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So the front of the book gives you the title of the book, gives you the author, J.K. Rowling, and also a blurb at the bottom. Blurbs are also present at the back of the book. So from the condition of this, we can see that it is bendable, which clearly identifies it as a paperback book or a soft cover book. So flipping through, we have our half title page, our supplements page, which gives us the names of the other Harry Potter books present within the Harry Potter series. This is also present at the back of the book, giving us 3 different supplements. Coming back to the front of the book, we have our title page, which identifies the title of the book, gives us an illustration, identifies the author as J.K. Rowling, and what publisher was used, which would be Bloomsbury Press. This is the copyright page. We also have our dedication page. It's an example of a chapter page where it tells us the chapter number and the chapter name. This is an example of a page as it has text written on it, and this is an example of a leaf. This is what is known as the text block, and we have the foredge of the book. We also have the spine of the book, which tells us the name of the book, the author, and also the publisher, which is again Bloomsbury Press. Okay, now to turn our attention to the bibliographic ID of this book. So from the book we can only get a limited information, which may require some additional research. So to find out about the edition, we will turn to the copyright page, which is this page just here. So to find out about the edition, we will just look up here, and it is clearly from the 1997 edition. So just down the bottom here, where it says 2019-18, this tells us here that this is the 20th reprint of the 1997 edition. So the book obviously does not give us a lot of information. So now we will turn our attention to finding some more information in the next part of this. So the book is uncovered but in rather good condition. You can see on the first page that it is signed, however it does not provide a date, so we don't know when we received this. So the edges are a bit discoloured and there are a few stain marks present just on the first few pages, but in rather good condition. So the first time I read this book was in 2006 in my Year 8 English class. After reading this, I did become quite a fan. However, this book is not mine. It actually belongs to my brother, where he has been keeping it or is tied in his wardrobe.
The critical reception of the title and the cultural impact and context. So from the copyright page, we found that it was the 20th reprint, which does give us a clue that it is quite popular. So on the J.K. Rowling website, it shows here that it was also known by another name of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in many countries. It also tells us when it was released, which is on the 26th of June 1997. So just going along the timeline here, just to this point, it shows us that a movie was made from that particular book, which just show the increased interest in the Harry Potter series, with other movies also being made. So just finding out some news about the book, found here that J.K. Rowling's first attempts at publishing this book were unsuccessful due to the book being too long. Publishers believed that it was 90,000 words, far too long for a children's book. But after a few years, the J.K. Rowling's agent did get a publisher to sign, which was the Bloomsbury Press with the children's books. So just finding out some controversy about the book, we found here that it was quite popular amongst adults, teenagers and children. However, most Christian children were not actually allowed to read this, as the Catholic Church viewed this as a satanic, so they thought that the dark magic reflected more of the devil, so most of the children were not actually allowed to read this book. So going on Google Books and Gram Viewer, showing the popularity of the keywords being typed in, which is Harry Potter, you can see that it was quite a low score in 1997 when it first came out, and at 2008 the number has significantly increased. So on the Goodreads website, it tells us the ratings that it got. So just here it shows us that they got a 4.36 out of 5 for all editions, and for this particular edition they got a 4.34 out of 5, which is a pretty high number. Just down the bottom here it tells us all the literary awards that they did receive for that book. Just going on Amazon, it'll tell us how much it would actually cost to buy one of these right now, which is only $4.93, which is quite low, but it does show the increased and continual interest in this particular book.